Can start off with Doug Smith from the Toronto Star.
Even Nick, congratulations on the win. Your team has given up a lot of big leads this year, but I don't think they've ever responded as well as they did tonight. Well, what did you see as a difference in that regard?
Well, I guess we just were playing, I think, for the most part, a lot harder, Doug, and doing things a lot better, right? I think that and we didn't get discouraged. We just kind of kept doing it. We knew we had to play each possession a certain way, and we did that tonight. And I think that was, just enabled us to get back and get command of the game.
There were a couple of plays. I think Stanley made a big corner three, really well contested, and then OG had a steal and a run-out dunk. Those are the kind of tempo-changing plays you hadn't been getting all the time?
Yeah, those were big ones. I thought OG's corner. OG had a corner side step or two in there that I thought, really we hadn't scored in a bit. And that one kind of, I think, got the lid off the basket for us a little bit, so to speak. But yeah, I mean, it's pretty much night and day, the effort defensively, and that's going to lead. Again, I just believe that when you're moving hard on defense, you're going to move hard on offense. It's going to help at the other end too. It helps pace of play, and we were certainly flying around tonight on D.
Thanks, Nick. Appreciate it. Have a safe trip up to see your old friend Nate.
Thanks, Doug.
Next question goes to Josh Lewinberg from TSN.
Hey, Nick. You were pretty clear before the game that the effort the other night was unacceptable. This is, for the most part, an experienced veteran group. Do you have to express that to them after the game and before the game tonight, or is that just something that you sense that these guys acknowledged, realized, and were ready to kind of bounce back from today?
I don't agree with you that it's an experienced veteran group, Josh. It's a young, very, very young team tonight.
Okay. Do you have to express that to them then? Or is that something that they...
Well, when we don't play well, we fix what we didn't like, Josh. Play better.
Okay. I asked you about Aaron the other day as well. It seems like he's starting to turn the corner a little bit in terms of his comfort level, especially on the defensive end. What did you make of the extended minutes that he gave you today?
Playing with a little more feel, confidence, and physicality. I think he's rebounding better, blocking out better.
Thanks, sir.
Next question goes to Michael Grange from Sportsnet.
Hey, Nick, that stretch you had when the second unit went in the first quarter and the Heat started, the turnovers mounted up and the Heat started it looked like the game could have flipped. But, you kept the lead in double figures, sort of similar scenario to start the second half. How significant was that even as the offense stalled at times, the turnovers kind of got up there a little bit, you were able to, force them to miss on the other end?
Yeah, I think we would have had a really, really good offensive night, Mike, without all those turnovers. Right? We were really doing the right things and doing things well. just kind of, some of them were just unforced errors on our part. I thought, a lot of them in a physical game like it was when you're driving, you kind of got to get back to a physical position. Usually that's 2 feet and down and a one leg a bunch through, thinking we were going to get a call and end up kind of taking them out of bounds ourselves. That was probably one thing. And I thought we overlooked the high post pass like too long, and maybe it needed to go a different angle up that, you know what I mean? Instead of the same guy, the guy was kind of open in there and we couldn't quite fit it in there, and we tried to anyway, and it made it some tough catches. But again, I mean, I think again, we were trying to do the right things, and you're going to make some mistakes. And again, if you can play with that mindset of trying to do the right stuff on offense, okay, you can live through some turnovers, right? If you're making good reads and they're not costing you. Again, the only positive about some of those was we were taking them out of bounds. At least we were getting our defense back to get set.
But I mean, you got to be pleased when guys are making some mistakes, even if they're, like you say, mistakes of commission, I guess. And yet, defensively, they're not dragging, they're not hanging, they're bringing it back with the efforts on the other.
Yeah, that's the big thing. I think you're right. I think a couple turnovers and we just pulled up our socks and started guarding again, and stayed with it.
Josh.
Appreciate it. Thanks, Nick. Have a good night.